Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, on behalf of your Denver-based podcast crew, we appreciate you joining us for the Friendly Vibes.
Coming to you live from TSS Universidad. It's Top Shelf Studios University. And we're joined by a big-time guest, folks.
Yeah. Sorry, it sounded... I couldn't tell if it was being recorded and I was listening to a thing or not. That was fucking wild.
Thanks. That was my father. He's a pilot, and so he finally wrangled him on the mic to do an intro a long time ago.
Okay,
so.
Great. Yeah. That's good. But you were doing the second part, right?
That was me, yeah.
Okay. I looked over. You guys have the same voice.
I'm trying to learn the ways of the boring pilot voice. So,
God, have you since
Colton Dowling? Before I forget, is our guest today, folks. Welcome in, Colton.
I'm so sorry. I'm always hosting. I if I take over, you just need to shut me down. I also like to be shut down a little bit.
The owner of the Creek in the Cave, stand-up comedian, writer, actor. I mean, the list can go on and on. Your website's great. I love that you have a long form, just blob of all of the things. I like that. It really puts forward like, all right, you want it all? I'll just throw it out there for you. Here's me.
Right. I don't know. I try to give a little taste of everybody. I feel like so many people have like a chill vibe. Also, I got ADHD, but also co-owner of the Creek in the Cave.
Co-owner, sorry.
Rebecca Trent famously started it, but she graciously accepted me in her life.
Please, Rebecca, don't have me killed. For my malfeasance.
Hey, she does not watch podcasts. And she's, yeah, what was the question?
You yourself, you're just so multi-talented and faceted. You have this big blurb on your website.
Oh, I like to do stuff. I mean, I get bored easy, so I like to just do more stuff. And I feel like, how do you give a taste of yourself? Like, how do you describe yourself? So I can't necessarily put in that words, but visually, if I just fucking shove a bunch of stuff in your face, you go, oh, that's him. Overwhelming. And Denver's so chill. And you guys like weed a little bit too much. I think you guys need to calm down and get a personality. I would say. I don't know.
There was one part in particular that was so outlandishly. I'm going to try to see if I can pull it up right now. That one quote in particular that just made me laugh at work today. This guy.
Wait, something I wrote?
On your website, yeah. That it just struck me as very funny.
My website?
Yeah. I think it was your website.
I don't know. Creekandcave.com?
No, I thought you had like a website.
Oh, ColtonDowling.com?
Yeah, I think that's it. Is that it?
Some of this is badpod.com? Got a couple websites. Got a couple of LLCs. I don't know what we're doing.
I love it. We drove here after you've recorded 3 hours of podcasts already today. So I'm very grateful that you're willing to give some more of yourself on a microphone.
I appreciate that. And you're the wet one.
Oh, dude.
You're wet, dude.
Dude, I'm always wet.
Hey, we need to get him a fucking black dude rag. Can we get that?
Dude, I have a black do-rag around here somewhere. Here,
no, I'm not saying do-rag.
No, literal rag.
Yeah. I'm thinking I might be...
I wasn't like, why are you wearing that hat?
How about this? I'll just kick it off with this question. I'm struggling because my name, it's not that hard, but every time I get booked for a spot on a show, people are spelling it wrong. So I'm like, should I just go by Intolerable? Should I be the only white comic with a moniker? Well, now I've got the black rag thing going. One more point in the moniker column.
Right.
I don't know.
Oh, I can't comment on that. But
no, sorry. Can't say anything.
What you should do, I don't know. Talk to a doctor. I don't know.
Seek help.
You got it. That is a doctor's question. That is not a me question. But yeah, no, for sure.
Well, believe it or not,
as a gay man, I need to help you look good. That's my job. If you got shit in your teeth, I will tell you.
I do appreciate those aspects of having gay friends around. They'll call you out.
Also, you told me, hey, you said casually, and I'm bi. And then we dropped it because I was like, I'm going to ask him on camera. What do you mean by that? Because you have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
You sucking and fucking?
Oh, I have in my life, yes.
You put it in?
I've had it put in, yep.
You've had it put in. Fun. I had it put in today. Too big. Too big. And at one point, he goes, now we're going to open up your second sphincter. And I go, fuck you. Firstly, that's not a hot sentence. Are you out of your goddamn fucking mind? And also, I guess, a second one? Proceed. I was like, I didn't realize I was getting an anatomy lesson. Like, this man was fucking using his giant ass penis, which looked like, not this, but like one of those liquid deaths, that big.
Oh my God.
And he was using his dick as like a cam. They went up your fucking penis. You know?
He's checking the drain for
He
roots.
was like, all right, now we're going up your fucking second sphincter. And I was like, I didn't realize, like, I feel like I have to pee. This is bad. I feel like I have to pee. He goes, no, I'm just fucking hitting your bladder. I'm like, I don't like any of this.
So now I
Yeah.
understand why the spicy food was setting you off so much.
No, it's all good. In fact, I got an appointment later, but it's just crazy. He also wanted me to call him coach, and he didn't tell us what sport we were playing, so I was like, not into it.
You got to
know?
like know where to move the ball. You know, what ball are we playing with here, coach?
What game are we anticipating? Why am I at your house? You know, should my mom know about this? Why do you have a roommate? This is crazy. Am I going to see you in social studies? Did I get a better grade? He didn't cover any of it. Like,
Can I get a
because
better
I literally
grade?
asked him, are we going to meet in a locker room? And he was like, I don't do public play. I go, okay, so what about you as a coach?
Interesting.
Then he asked me what to wear. I said, polo, slacks.
Where's the whistle? Did you call for the whistle?
He didn't even fucking have a whistle. That's out of his... Yeah, I mean, he's not a referee, but...
Oh, well, I mean, coach has still got to say, hey, bring the boys in.
Yeah,
You know?
he should have had that, but he showed up in fucking... what is it? Capris.
Oh.
He capried his sweats, and he showed up in a fucking tank top, gold painted toes. I go, what do you think sport we're fucking playing? Huh. Okay. And then
Fascinating.
he fucking, put a big old thing in my... So that's so now you guys know where I've been today. 3 hours of podcast and got fucking railed by a guy with bad breath.
At least he's the one railing you, I guess, with the bad breath. I don't know. I'm trying to look for a silver lining here in the story of a
I
liquid
guess
can.
I'm ready for the next date. I'm fucking stretched out. I guess
So you're an Army brat growing up, but you said you went to high school at least for 1 or 2 years here in Colorado?
all four.
All 4 years.
Yep.
That's in the Springs.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
It's not fantastic. I don't know if you know about the Springs.
No?
I don't know the Springs. Super fucking conservative. Famous for their gay conversion camps.
That's true.
And
They
as
don't
a gay
love the
guy,
gays.
didn't really like it that much. And they're like, but it's beautiful out here. And I'm like, fuck everyone,
That's true. So you're not an outdoorsy person, or are you?
I guess
Not that has any correlation.
that is the craziest follow-up question.
You
to what I
couldn't
just
walk
said.
away from the hate into the trees. What's the issue here, brother?
Yeah. Well, my home, whatever, the house got divorced as well. So like, got a couple houses, but
You were being
the
trafficked
house
like I
that
was.
I thought or that they wanted me to call home. Backed up to a state park. So I spent a lot of time outside.
Okay.
I like to go snowboarding a lot. I only applied to one college, and I told them, I go, if I don't get in there, I'm going to just go become a ski bum. Like, I fucking love snowboarding. That's all I'm going to do. Unfortunately, I got in. Yeah.
And the
It
rest
is
is history.
unfortunate.
And then now you're like a life ski bum in being a comic and a writer.
I
And
just
pursuing the
started
things you
fucking
do.
longboarding again downtown Austin, and it is fucking fun. I didn't realize it because it's a good workout. It's like it's playful because
Yes.
you can like ride up. You can like fuck with the cars. Traffic sucks for you guys because you're in cars. I'm in a skateboard. It's fun.
Yes. Do you guys have
Did you
those?
just say yas?
Yas, Queen. Do you have those? I was walking this week at work and I was passed very rapidly on my left side by a powered longboard. And it looked like it was a homemade contraption that this dude had built up. Do you guys have people that are riding those around? Just zipping around town 30 miles an hour on a
Yeah,
board that
that's
they've made in
actually
their
why I
garage?
remembered that I like longboarding.
Oh.
It was this I don't have a better word than Mexican, so I'm going to say Mexican construction worker that you look like, dude, you just like painted a bunch of shit. And he was just fucking zooming on this fucking electric longboard. And I was like, I need to go do that more.
I love that.
So I got on Facebook Marketplace, found a Arbor longboard, $50. Great.
There it is.
Yeah.
I love that.
Now longboard like 6 miles a day. It's so fun.
So do you live downtown in the city?
Yep.
And do you love, we were talking about on the way here, like you don't like the boring suburban vibe of that. So downtown Austin must be awesome. Going out, there's just so much nightlife there, it seemed like.
It's nightlife, but it's nature too. I mean, like there's the river that goes right through. There's Barton Springs. There's Hamilton Pool. Like anything you need is already downtown. Like you don't. There could be more nature, and if you go 10 minutes that way, it's there. But I don't know why anyone would live outside of downtown. Sorry, I thought you were about to pull out a you go, man, I got ADHD. You can't just by fucking like making moves. What is he doing now?
He tells me to rag up, and I'm ragging up here, folks. What does he want me? What does he want from me? Drip, don't drip. What does this guy want? What kind of moisture levels is this guy looking for? Get out the lube, Sam. Go get the baby lube. Some of the bottles that Diddy sent. Why don't you go get them?
Diddy sent.
Diddy. He had like the thousands of bottles of baby lube or baby lotion or something.
I thought you said titty scent.
Oh, titty scent. Ooh, oh Lord. Titty scent. That's the
other thing.
Like if God is a woman, it's titty scent,
Oh, I was SCENT.
Oh, the scent of titties.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, no,
there is a titty scent. That's a good point.
Well, I think a lot of people don't think about it, but
we don't talk about it enough.
This guy that was, really fucking getting my second sphincter kept telling me like, I want your scent on me, and I was like, I
think it's on you.
Well, I hope I'm like, I can't do anything about that. Like, I'm just laying there with my face in a pillow. Like, what do you want me to do? It's crazy. Denver guys are crazy.
So what, do you like talk in the bedroom?
Yes. But mostly direction rather than like
playfulness or
it's like, okay, so there are some people that go, oh, I'm having such a good time right now, and you're like, well, I'm not anymore. There's like, it's like, don't say that.
Don't break that second sphincter.
Right, and then there's another part where it's like, all right, now I'm entering into you, or it's like, what's happening?
Ick.
But if you're like, do this. And then I go, okay. And he goes, good boy. Something about that. But then Dylan told me that it's because I'm 34 and I'm a gay man. And I'm like worried about my age. So I got to talk to my therapist. I haven't updated my thought about that.
Oh, that you want to be younger than you are type of thing?
That's what he says. And I got to explore that. But when guys call me good boy, I go, oh, fuck yeah.
Who doesn't like being called a good boy? I mean, regardless of age.
Like if they go if they were just like, it's crazy. Like he's like, all right, sit here. And I go, okay. And he goes, good boy. And I'm like, yeah. It's just like, I don't know. There's something about like, because our dads withheld fucking like, approval our whole life. So I just go like, am I fucking doing it right? Like it feels like I'm doing it right. And it's like small shit, but I'm like, thank you. Somebody fucking, thank you. I am a good boy.
I love that. That's too funny.
Yeah, so I've been exploring that shit, but I don't know.
So what do you call like home for you? Where do you say you grow up? Is there like a place? I just say
army brat. It depends on how long I want the conversation to go.
All right, well, we've got a little bit of time here. Where'd you grow up?
I go, I'm an army brat. And then we'll be like, oh, I mean, so an army brat to an army brat, we'll go like, oh, which stations were you? But my stations were all Air Force bases. So I did all the cool ones, which is why I was in Colorado Springs.
I thought you hated Colorado Springs.
You're right, but Colorado Springs is better than like South fucking Carolina, like
Alabama,
South Texas. Yeah. You're right. Alabama's where my cousins are. So fucking happy I'm not there.
I mean, it seems like if I could get over it being just like walking in water, that I could maybe live there, but I would take 5 showers a day.
For sure, but I was talking more of the homophobia, but for sure what you're saying too. Yeah. I mean, no, for sure. I mean, it was such a blessing. Remember, guys, if you believe in God, that's so cool. I just want to let you know that it's a blessing.
Were you raised religious?
Yes. Remember when Ted Haggard, the head of the evangelical 24 million church, got caught doing fucking math and blowing a male prostitute in Denver? That changed my life. Thank you, God.
Shouts out. I mean, we don't do ads here, but
I don't do ads either. I refuse.
For Jesus, if you know what I mean.
We actually did make a conscious decision to not ever do ads.
Oh.
Well, we did do a couple. We did herpes cream, and then we did fiber cream, but we're like, never again.
Okay.
We wanted to create a space where you're not getting face fucked with corporations.
It's just constant.
It sucks.
It's everywhere.
Like, even they trick you. They go, oh, do you want to look sexy? Here's a fucking thong. Or they're like, are you an idiot and losing hair, you fucking idiot? Like, let's just hang out.
For real.
So we don't do ads either.
I think it's tough to make them funny, especially for comedy podcasts.
Hollywood
Some people
Handbook?
Hollywood Handbook does a good job.
Hollywood Handbook is the only podcast that I will listen to their ads.
Interesting. Tim Dillon used to do hilarious ad reads.
Agreed.
I mean, it's kind of fallen off because I'm sure he's getting more of a bag for it, but...
Sorry, I just thought I heard a wolf.
You making wolf noises over there?
No.
He's easily thrown off. All right? Let's try not to throw off the guests.
Hey, what's going on over there? Sorry, the producer started jerking off.
At least we can fact check.
Is there a camera on you?
jerking off? Will you look that up?
How many shots are on us? Just the one?
Just the one.
Okay. So if you guys don't know, there's a producer, and his name is Sam, and he likes to fucking touch himself.
My hands up.
Yeah, hey, don't judge him too much, assholes. You like to touch yourself too.
So, okay. So you say you grew up an army brat.
I say, and I stand by.
And you'd stand by that. All right, fair enough. You told me on the way over here that you started drinking young. Was that a function of moving around a lot?
Go to hell.
Function of friend groups?
We're not going to talk about that.
Like,
can't make me relive that. It's too dark. No, I remember
won't
being...
answer that question.
I remember being... I think the first time I ever had a beer, I was 8. And we were in the Hofbrauhaus in Munich, and my dad went to the bathroom, and he left his beer there. And as soon as he got up, I just started fucking... I think I was just like fucking chugging it. And I remember my dad coming back and just punching me in the head, and he goes, he takes it back, he goes, "That's my beer." like that was the whole conversation. No one, people were like, "Colton's so funny." So when I was a kid, I was like, "Oh, I got attention when I drank, so maybe I'll do that." And then, we kind of spiraled out of control for a couple years. I was sober for 3 years, and then I went to rehab too, but that was the cocaine. Wait, why are you acting shocked? I told you this.
No, I don't think you said that.
Oh yeah, I went to rehab. After
what period of your life was that?
That was recently. That was 2021. I opened the Creek, and my whole and so I've been doing comedy for 5-6 years at that point, and I was always like, I want to be famous. I think I'm ready. Whatever. I can't wait to get my opportunity. And then I didn't even get an opportunity in comedy. I just got more attention, and I could not handle that attention. I didn't know what to do. I felt like imposter syndrome all the time. So I started doing cocaine, a lot. And then it was a lot of cocaine. People just give it to you for free when you have a business, I guess. I don't know. They're just like, "Hey, here's cocaine. You're funny. Here's cocaine." And so I was doing a lot of cocaine, which is the perfect cure to imposter syndrome. I don't know.
Is it? I was going to ask, is that the cure? Okay.
It's confidence.
Powdered confidence.
Right. I mean, it's not solving your issue, but
it's a solvent for issues.
It's a crutch.
Sorry,
it's a crutch. Yeah, it's okay. Camel Crush, yeah, Camel Crush. Come on now. So it just got out of control, and I had to go to rehab.
Was that the first period of your life trying that drug, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that was purely proximity of being in the entertainment industry, really.
Yeah, my friend lived in San Diego when I lived in San Diego, and he was getting bricks from the cartel. He would drive, and he was like, "It smells like fucking gasoline in my car," because it was just so fresh coke, and with the cartel stamp on it, which is so fun that they do that. I love that they brand.
Do they do the rubber stamp a fine?
I didn't see it, the stamp, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They've got a fancy wax stamp that they're doing.
Just like a lord,
it's a wedding invitation. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, I think it was just a metal one that they put it in the cocaine or something like that. And I was always very judgmental. I was like, "Dude, you're ruining your life. Don't ever do that." And then I started doing it. And then I went to rehab.
So you were right then.
Yes.
Is really
don't do cocaine. Don't do cocaine. Don't do kratom. Don't vape. These are all pretty fucking good advices.
So I wanted to ask you about this.
And for me, stop drinking so much.
Cheers.
Hey, if you're watching this, Colton, take it easy.
You're doing well, Colton. We love you and we're proud of you.
Yeah, take it easy.
So vaping. I've been fucking trying to kick this. It is the one thing. I've kicked a lot of addictions and habits. This thing, I cannot. I'm really struggling.
It should be illegal. I truly believe vaping should be illegal. And I think vaping should be illegal.
Because you're recently quit, right? I was listening to your podcast.
I'm 3 or 4 weeks off of it, but I had to do the patch. I'm still on the patch.
Gotcha. That's helping you tremendously.
Let's do nicotine math. Have you done nicotine math?
Just give me some nicotine math.
So every time you hit that vape, it's 1 milligram.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
How many times do you think you've hit it in the last hour? Just vaguely hour.
Like 10.
No
just
way.
say.
You've hit a 10 right here.
Okay, yeah. I
So
mean, we were eating before
we'll
that.
say
15. 25.
25.
Call it 25 in an hour.
All right. So maybe you smoke it for 8 hours, right? What is that math?
Yeah.
8 times 25. Go.
So how many
175, right? 175. The largest patch you can buy is 21 milligrams over 24 hours. The largest patch you can buy.
So if someone's going through a Views pod in a day, let's say, how much is that in a day?
Well, I don't know if you. I don't know.
Or like-
I don't know. Like the math I have isn't per
okay,
product.
yeah, per product.
Pack of cigarettes per pod type of deal.
No, but it isn't.
No,
What he's
it's
saying.
more.
It's way more. Is what
It's
he's saying.
way more. One cigarette is
It's like 3 magnitudes more.
Yeah, one cigarette is like 4 to 6 milligrams.
And
so
I've
that's
hit this 4 times.
that's
with the
like
cigarette.
120, and he's doing like 300. So I did the patch, and I go, and as much gum as you want, because no matter how much that is, you won't come close to how much you were vaping. So I did that for a week. It fucking sucked, which is crazy. I was still taking nicotine, having crazy withdrawals, and eventually I decided like less and less and less. And it's now there are moments that I don't even realize I'm not wearing a patch, which is crazy, but.
Those are the little victories that are starting to
fucking
add up, right?
I went to rehab for cocaine, and quitting vaping is harder. Quitting vaping. I have a friend.
I mean, no, that's the best way you could put it. And I believe that you're right about this.
100%.
I'm in your corner, 100%. It's an evil. It's an
my friend
evil.
is addicted to heroin. He said quitting nicotine is harder than heroin. It is a bad thing. Also, we should outlaw pedophilia probably too.
Yeah. I mean, isn't it already outlawed?
I don't know.
It's creeping back.
I just don't have a lot of transitions, so I just like just go deeper. I don't know what you want to talk about. This is your podcast.
Can I get this question out? Can I really get an answer? Is there really a second sphincter?
I don't know anatomy. Can you Google it?
Yeah. Jamie, will you look that up? Yeah. Ruin your phone, would you?
And then
yeah.
I don't know.
We'll come back to that. Or is that just talk?
No. Okay, so what I know about this information is all based on douching.
Okay.
There's a moment where your hole curves.
Whoa. Yeah, there are 2 in the anus.
Right, it curves. And so if the water gets past the curve, you're in for a completely different douching experience. And it's like way deeper, which is, you can have more fun that night, but if you're just trying to do something quick, you really don't want the water to go too deep.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And actually, I just figured out that, and actually a straight guy gave me this advice. If you're touring and you don't know, you're not like near your shower attachment, the best douche, the best enema, do you have a guess?
Ooh, let me just eye drop in the booty hole.
What?
I don't know. That was a guess. That's not a bad guess, is it?
It's a fucking crazy guess.
Okay, fine.
It's like so bad.
Okay, terrible guess. I'll kill myself later. It's fine.
Thank you.
Move forward.
Have you done that before?
No, but I was just trying to think. Well, isn't that something that, like, doesn't your body react to that? I was thinking, like, didn't you used to be able to make people vomit with just like a single drop in like a drink type of thing? That's why they had to change the compounds of eye drops in the early 2000s.
Oh, eye drops?
Yeah, so I'm thinking that's
even worse than I thought.
What did you think I said?
Like eyedropper.
Oh.
And it was like just a small amount of water. I was like, that's not going to do anything.
Sure,
but you were like,
Literal eye drop.
like an eye drop.
don't put that in your body.
No, you
Don't
probably
put
shouldn't,
that in your
no.
body. It's God.
No, tell me the real thing,
The
though.
thing now I'm saying is so small that it's like it's not even important. It's a neti pot.
Oh, the thing you used to clear your sinuses, right?
That thing, you take that camping, you take that fucking anywhere.
Wow.
Because it can still go, but you don't have to, the saline thing, the saline ones that you see at the HEB or whatever at Safeway, I don't know what you guys have, burned my hole. So I don't do that one anymore. Only water.
Burned your hole.
Yeah. I thought I had gonorrhea for like 2 weeks. But
it wasn't gonorrhea.
It wasn't
So I was
gonorrhea.
going to say, I listened to that podcast. That was not gonorrhea.
No, I know. I had to figure it out.
You know,
because
Kate
I
Timp
got
on the show, and you're talking about gonorrhea. I was thinking, this guy's got gonorrhea in my studio.
And then my...
We're all going to get gonorrhea. Top shelf gonorrhea.
No, I don't have gonorrhea. And I wish it was gonorrhea. Gonorrhea is an easy thing. You get over that in fucking 4 days.
Because it's an antibiotic, right?
Right. So, but a burned hole. That'll
Longer.
stay with you for fucking life.
So what is the timeline on a burned hole for real? Like a month?
Well, I got fucked by the biggest dick I've ever had in my life. So 3 weeks,
Fair enough.
2 weeks. Yeah, but I'm pretty like butt conscious. Like I don't wipe. I only bidet.
Mm.
Yeah.
Put us on to this.
You don't know this?
No, put us
You should
on.
never wipe. Even
I agree.
never wipe. Wet wipes even worse because you're wiping more. That skin is so like soft that like you're aggravating it. You're just like ripe for fucking hemorrhoids.
Oh yeah.
You also like if you're on your phone on the toilet, you have hemorrhoids now. I'm like so butthole conscious.
So
'Cause
what
my
can we
dad-
be doing to keep our buttholes healthier?
Definitely if you are reading or if you're on your phone, don't do that.
Don't be on the toilet.
It's
Sitting
literally
around.
that get shit or get off the pot is the most important phrase you ever need to know. Because my dad's 65, he has the worst fucking butthole in the entire world. I saw him, he was saying in boxers yelling at me for something. He was just bleeding. I was like, do you have your fucking period? He goes, God fucking damn it. Like, yeah,
Rough.
you got to take care of your hole. I mean, you might be uncomfortable hearing about it. I get that. It doesn't have to be gay because you're going to be pain-free if you just learn a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like a little bit of knowledge is keeping people away from a better life in a lot of areas, especially
Yeah.
booty holes.
Yeah, what do you think? What's your shit or get off the pot?
Ooh, what's my shit or get off the pot? In terms of like, what's a piece of advice I could offer other people?
That you're like, actually, I think about this a lot, and actually, I think that if you knew this, then you could be happy.
See, most of my things
happier.
are like, people don't understand that tall people don't see themselves in the mirror.
What?
Like, I don't get to look at myself in the mirror
Why?
because mirrors don't go up that high. No, I bend down and squat down, and like, this is why I have a fused spine. Yes, but like,
Oh,
People
it's
don't.
so
People
weird
think that
you're
tall.
6'9".
Yes, so like,
You don't have the energy of a 6'9"
no,
man.
no, I'm
but
very.
I know, but you should. And I think I want you to let yourself.
Okay, so
But I think that your whole life you've had to bring yourself
yeah,
down.
I have.
But what
since
if,
7th grade.
What if you got to be as big as you should be? You know, like what if you were as bright as you wanted to shine, honey? Hey,
I'd be
right?
dead already.
No.
Probably.
Like what if you could be the man that you could be?
I mean,
What are your like negative self talk? When you say like negative self talk, what do you do?
So bad. I was thinking about this. I was talking to my boss about this today, that I've had these rounded shoulders that I've been trying to repair and work on because since 7th grade, I was chubby and had man boobs. And so I'd wear the backpack and it would like be worse. So I would slunch my arms forward,
Yeah.
trying to fucking conceal the man boobs. And I've fluctuated weight up and down my whole life. I had, 2 years of longer than that. Years of chronic bad pain to the point that I was slunched over like a 90-year-old dude for months before I got the surgery. And so I'm
Wait,
down
what
from.
surgery?
I got a double anterior spinal fusion. So they cut me open from my belly button
You got
to
a
my
fusion,
dick.
man?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I hate Western medicine.
I know.
You
it
should have
sucks.
got.
No, I had to.
Ah!
I had to.
No.
I had
Did
to.
you get.
It was
Did you,
bad. It
Did
was
you
bad.
do.
I'd done everything. For years.
Wait,
and
stem
years.
cells?
I hadn't done stem cells.
Yeah,
I know.
my brother was the same way. He broke his back playing football, and they kept on being like, "You need to get a fusion."
Yeah.
Everyone was telling him, "He's like, I'm not going to get a fucking fusion. I'm fucking 19 years old. I'm not fucking doing
Yeah.
it."
Well, here's the thing: is if it gets to the point where it's like the next bracket up, the next,
Yeah.
if they're like, we need to fuse this now, then I'm gonna do weight loss stem cells, 100%.
Wait, you're gonna wait
Like-
to lose weight?
I literally was at the point where it was like I was in this horrible cycle of physical health deteriorating, mental health. It was reaching the end stage of there's no hope. I'm in pain all the time,
Yeah.
and so anything.
Mhm.
Like cut me open from the front and drill 8 omnidirectional screws in my spine.
No, I know.
I don't want to live.
I totally understand where you're coming from.
Right.
I am not judging you at all.
And I'm not.
I'm saying it
Yes.
because people have been where you are.
Absolutely.
And they go like, please, I just want to end to the suffering. And the fucking stigma around stem cells is so fucking
So dumb.
stupid.
So dumb.
Because it helps so many people. And if we didn't have fucking Christians, and I know I said I like that you
And-
believe
and
in your God,
you're gonna-
but you guys are ruining our fucking life.
Talk about a God, the medical industry in America is part of the reason that I had to make the decision when I did, because I was on my parents' insurance and my dad had a really good job that had good health insurance. And so guess what? Oh, I could get this procedure for $125.
Crazy. It's so fucked up.
Or if I waited past turning 26, it was going to be bankruptcy. Surely.
For sure.
Like, surely bankruptcy.
For sure.
No option, like delayed bankruptcy at best. It's evil, right?
No.
So now I'm boxed in this corner of horrible outcomes of mental and physical health, plus a crippling financial situation of coming up as a young person in America.
Right.
What the fuck else do you... Anyway, long story short, I'm
Got
down
the
from
fusion.
330 to now 255. And so I'm really trending in a great
You
direction.
got a lot of extra skin?
Not a ton. I mean, a little bit, but not a ton.
Yeah, like that. You looked at him like, I know you say.
Do I?
No, I wouldn't.
I don't know. The reason I ask is because Dylan used to be 400 pounds.
Yeah.
And so he has all this extra skin.
Well,
that
he's way skinnier than me. He looks better than I do.
Yeah, whoa.
I don't even know if this guy looks.
I don't
guy
know,
should
I
have
don't
been
know if
here.
that's relatable to the listeners.
Hey, go check out their pod and you tell me what you think. There's a
that'd be
plug,
fun.
free plug. All
Thank
right?
you. Had you? So you got butt fucked before.
My mom does listen to the show, Colton.
That's cool. You admitted it about 20 minutes ago.
You asked me. It's fine. I'm not going to lie to you.
Right. Thank you for not lying to me.
It was a black dude. Now I'm just offering more details for you because I'm trying to, build trust.
Do you use butt plugs?
No.
Why not?
Is this part of my proper butt
Keep it
hygiene?
Keep it up.
This is Sam. Remember him earlier? He touches himself.
Hey, what's up? I was touching
Hey,
myself.
if you spit in my drink, I won't care. I'll like it. So that's a win for me.
No, I don't know. I've never actually used one. Is it pleasant? Is that why I should be using one?
It's amazing. It's fucking cool. And also, while you're topping, because you top women, I assume.
Sure.
I don't know. It's like the best of both worlds.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And is this the vibration device?
No, you don't have to do that.
So it's just purely that it's stimulating the male G-spot. Is that correct? He didn't spit in it. He's a good producer.
No, he can spin it.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
It up.
Unfortunately, he didn't because he's too kind.
I should have.
You just did it, right? Square in the mouth, I guess. No, you don't have to do anything.
The first baby bird live on camera here at Top Shelf. He's gonna.
You take a sip and spit it in my mouth. Just to make
I can? I don't know the rules here.
Bro, there are no rules.
Are we in a garage?
Yeah, technically.
Okay.
Don't break the fifth wall quite that hard.
It's kind of hot.
It is, yeah.
Oh, it's been.
But you're doing great. I mean, you only sweat in your face. It's so interesting.
It's just my face. It's just always this red.
I can't tell if I'm sinking super hard into the
It's a
couch
very-
or you're making that couch look small. And now I'm like, no, he is huge.
No, that's a very comfortable family couch. It's got good vibes instilled in it from my youth even.
Have you fucked on this couch?
No, I don't think I've ever fucked on that.
Have you fucked on that couch?
No, I don't think I've ever fucked on this couch.
That's insane.
I've fucked on a
literally
couch
insane.
before.
I like, if we buy a couch, I'm fucking on it.
Right away.
Yeah, I fucked on even the Creek's couches. Like every single couch of the Creek. I doesn't care if it's a green room. I'm like, we just bought this couch. I'm gonna fuck on it.
Is that just is that your Adam Smith part of you? That's like, I need to be utilitarian about this.
No, it's more just like kind of a dog pissing on stuff. It's not actually that smart. My sex life is pretty stupid. So I don't know.
Are you a kinky dude or?
I didn't think. Well, actually, I thought I was, and then I did that naughty show. That they like rope people up and they fucking hang them. Have you done that show?
I haven't yet, but maybe someday.
So it's a show in Denver. Basically, they rope people up like kinky ass shit, and you do a set right by them. And I was like,
While they're being
hung, like literally hung, and they're just like sitting there like, and I'm like,
and that's supposed to be stimulating for them, right?
no, they love it. This French dude was fucking loving. He's like, oh yeah, because like in America,
You're like, sir, I'm doing my set. Please don't heckle me.
oh no. You thought I did my
No,
set?
no.
No, I dropped my set. I go, oh, that guy's going to be standing next to me. I'm going to say whatever comes to my mind.
Yeah.
We're not doing my jokes. Like, has anyone ever had a date before? No. I was like, this fucking French dude
Yes.
walked up to me and was like, the whole thing we will be doing is improvise. I go, okay, fucking, can we get a word? And he was like, and then they're like, baguette, because they were French. And then he fucking roped him up to look like a baguette.
Ooh,
I don't know if it was sexy, but he did do it.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then I accused him of being a Jew. He looked Jewish, and I'm Jewish, so I'm like, I was trying to say, like, are we the same? And he was like, we're not the same.
We are not the same, sir.
He goes, no, I'm French, not Jewish. I go, I think you might be Jewish. There's a lot of Jews out there being like, I'm not Jewish these days.
He's like, wrong dirty, sir. Nice try. Sorry.
He's got a dirty lip, buddy. Yeah.
That's my one miss for the episode. I try to swing and miss one time per episode to show the viewers that that's what you have to do.
Okay.
You have to try to push the edge. That
Hey,
was
thanks for swinging.
I made a joke on Juneteenth with Tyree and Brian Sullivan about their set, about the knee still being on the neck because the set was happening so close to the George Floyd incident. And I was like, it's horrible, but
And then I'm bringing it up again.
Just to show you that, like, you should do bad things so you learn from them and get better.
That was horrible, though. I remember that.
Sam's not on mic, but he said, yeah, that was fucking horrible, man.
Oh, you know what's horrible is that he takes a picture of the Polaroid. And we haven't even shown him, but we got these like Polaroids that we take pictures of the guests. It's somewhere around. Anyway.
It's right there.
Oh, it's right there. Anyway,
Wait, why isn't Sam just like on mic?
he could be. He very well could be on mic. We're not
Because he's talking to us.
Yeah,
he's it's clearly a part of the conversation.
Well,
We don't want to give him too much rope.
He'll get notes later about that. But
He's a good boy, right?
he's a very good boy, Colton. Well, he didn't let you spin his mouth. So.
Oh, this feels better.
You like that better? Okay, just know that the cord you don't want to like.
This feels better.
All right, perfect.
This feels like a new podcast.
Brand new pod.
I feel like I was so
Welcome back.
disconnected.
This is the after hours portion of the show.
Where
Deeper, better, gayer.
God damn, the word deeper. He kept on going deeper, and I was like, I don't like that. Traumatized.
You're like, how many sphincters do I have back there?
Sphincter? I barely know her.
Who's on second?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'm tapping out now. I don't know.
I did.
I was trying to get a third joke and I had nowhere to go there.
Yeah,
so I was
it's
like,
fine
fucking
though. It's
fail.
fine. Did you paint the thing behind you?
Oh no, what is this, Sam? This is yours, isn't it? It's a piece of. Oh, you're not supposed to talk. He's trying to be good. No, it's we were just decorating the studio, and Sam had it from your dorm room in college. It's a college piece.
It is college piece.
It's
You know the
college
artist?
piece.
Yeah, it was just this chick on my hall. Started fucking-
Shout out chick on the hall. Was she banging?
It was just this chick on my
More
hall.
smash than a pass.
What does that mean?
It means so a 1. Let's just be more simple about it.
A 1?
0 or 1.
No,
Computer
he's saying-
language.
0 or a 1, a 1.
1. Yeah. So yes.
Oh, you're doing binary?
Oh, you don't know? The 10-point scale is antiquated. It's long been played out, Colton.
Okay.
There's no reason to be using it, and you, as a gay man, probably already have been using the updated scale, just not even knowing about it.
Yeah. It's 0 or 1?
0 or 1. So you can walk by a group of people and be like 0 1 1 1 0 0.
That is fun, but
And they don't know. And also, if you're walking by a really hot girl and you go 1, they don't know what the fuck. They're like, are you,
Yeah, but you're telling everybody. Oh, probably girls don't listen to this.
Well, I mean, girls do listen to this, but I'm
sick.
saying.
Oh, sick. What's up, girls? Oh, sick.
What's up, Dad?
Hey,
What's up, Dad?
I'm not even that gay. You know? Hell, I'll put it in your butt. Sack. No, I think what the nuance is for like, I mean, like, sure, like, I'll do it on this day, but on this day, I'm not doing that, Like, if I'm a little bit grumpy, you get, like, a 6, like,
Right.
if I'm, if my husband was just, like, particularly short with me, if he's short with me, don't be short with me.
You don't like him when he's short with you.
No, but I also don't really love it when he's long with me either.
Yeah,
I'm saying. It's crazy because like he hates comedy and I love that about him, but like I thought some of my storytelling skills would rub off on him and they just haven't. And I don't mind, but I do have to sit through a lot of stories.
Did you meet him before comedy?
No, he walked in on me doing comedy. And then
And fell in love
he did.
right away.
I said no to him 4 times. Like, okay, so
You
I
played hard to get.
I finished. No, I didn't. I didn't notice him.
So how did you say no to him? If
So I
you
was
didn't
outside.
notice him.
I was outside
Come
in
on.
the back smoking, and he
Oh, the single ladies. Oh,
no
single-
diss him.
What? Now, how did you say no to him when you didn't notice him?
No diss him.
Notice, whatever. Fuck
Great.
it. Let's move fast. Colton
You
says
love
that joke
wordplay.
certified suck dick, bro. All right.
No, I wouldn't say that about jokes. In fact, sucking dick is pretty cool.
Jokes aren't cool. You're gonna like it better. You can still stay where you were. It's just fine.
I really like that.
Princess
Actually,
can stay comfortable.
I really like what you just did there. In fact, I did my set.
I kind of good boyed him.
He did,
Kind of
he
passively
did.
good boyed him.
He did.
If you're watching closely, fans, I know you are. So that's how you do a good
my God,
boy
he
without. It's like, what is the meet cute? That was like a mute cute with a good boy.
You fucking shut me the fuck up too. I was like, I didn't make the sound, but I went, oh fuck. I said, oh fuck. Oh fuck, change my mic. Oh, fucking cool.
Some angle in my mic.
Oh fuck.
Make it a
Thank you
little
so
more
much.
stable. Make
Hey.
it more stable for my voice.
And as a good boy, I should say, thank you, Daddy.
Amen.
Yeah, so he was in the back. I was still smoking cigarettes at the time, and he came up and he asked me for a cigarette, and I was talking to my friends, and I was like, oh sure. I gave him one, and then he like tapped me again. And was like, hey, can I get a light? And I remember being like, what the fuck, like. You want, like, I think I even said, like, you want me to smoke it for you too? Like, I remember being like a really douchebag about it. And he kind of like lit it. It was just like standing there. I like turned back to my friends, and it was like 2 more minutes. And he goes, can I buy you a drink? And I looked back. I was like, no, I don't want a drink. What are you talking about? And then he kind of just like put his cigarette out and walked away. And about 10 minutes later, I go into the bar and I order a drink. And he goes, well, look who wants a drink. And if I was like with a girl and like that happened, I'd be like, she said no. Like, I'd be like, fuck off, dude. But I was like, I like to be hunted, you know? So I was like, oh, well, I just like didn't want to like owe you any favors. But we're going to karaoke. He goes, no. You can only make it up by me by going on a date with me next Tuesday and at this location. I was like, this guy's so fucking smooth. Like, I like that.
I like this dude.
I
I can't wait to meet him next time I come to
I'm
Austin.
obsessed with my husband, and I know it's like crazy.
How long have you guys been married?
4 years ish.
Okay.
3 years ish. 4 years ish. I'm not really good time
Have
spatially.
you guys always been open? Not that I guess I shouldn't assume that by your prior story about the getting fucked today. Maybe that was your husband. Maybe that was your husband.
I love straight people. You guys are so nice.
I'm not straight. Again.
Well, you're bi in a heterosexual relationship. Are you in an open relationship?
No.
Right. Because you're with a straight woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, do whatever you guys want. Why is it awkward now? I can't tell. Is there sexual tension? Is that why?
No.
Like, do you think that she would let me like suck your dick or something?
I have no clue. You could ask her though.
She actually seems like a boss bitch, and I never would.
She is
I
a
would
boss
never.
bitch. You
I would
wouldn't
never
ask
do
her.
that.
Yeah, exactly.
I would never do that because I'd be like, you.
You're
actually,
one of the few
she
people-
would actually have to be
I'll be
like my
honest.
daddy too.
You're one of the few people that's met her because like I don't talk about her because her work and you got a little. She works with people that are actually like having trouble and are crazy, and so she's not on my Instagram, not on my personal private Instagram,
Right.
not on it. Like, don't post about our engagement because like this is a safety thing,
Right.
and like I care about her and her care about her work,
Right.
and so it's like I am fine with extra steps for safety.
For sure.
Because
I like
of
that.
that.
Yeah. I mean, I talked to her for like 5 minutes and I was like, I fucking love this girl. And I was like, thank you for letting me talk to you. And she goes,
No, she didn't.
I swear to God, she was like, why? I was like, oh, maybe I should have said like nice chatting with you. I was sitting on the toilet. I like to sit down when I pee. I was sitting on the toilet being like, should I have said nice chatting with you? Like, I should have been like,
I think maybe you gave a very like therapist-y like quote to a therapist not doing therapy, and maybe it threw her. I don't know.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
literally just guessing.
who knows? Who knows? I'm such a safe space. I'm such a safe space.
So 4 years of marriage. Do you have any tips as a married person?
Well, honestly,
marriage.
So my husband just moved to Minneapolis. So I've been in different cities for about a year now. And
that's gotta be
crazy because the first reaction is everybody goes, it's so hard. But it's actually been the best thing that's ever happened in our relationship ever. We've been together for 7 years. But now I don't take for granted our time together. I don't ever have to see him. I remember being like getting a call in the middle of the day and he'd be like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, I'll see you later. What are you doing? I'm clearly working. What are you doing? Now I'm like, tell me about our dog's shit. Like, it's thick? What do you mean? Like, I'm excited that he's telling me a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we also are open now. So we're having like conversations that are like about our feelings, about like, it's crazy how much like your parents will come into your sex life. Like you don't think it will, but like you're like, oh, I feel abandoned when you have sex, which is because my mom abandoned me. So you have to like think about those things that you wouldn't have to think about if you didn't get put in a situation that was harder.
Right.
So you're actually growing more, but it is harder. I do agree. It is harder, but it's better because before I had so much like financial shame. Like whenever my parents talked about finances, my dad would punch a hole in the fucking wall. Like it was like crazy.
Wow. So you had a ton of stress just growing up about finance.
About a lot of things. Yeah.
And so like as you're like going into college, you're like, well, I got to get a job that pays money to pay the bills.
Oh, when Wolf of Wall Street came out, I was like, that's the game. I'm gonna fucking do that. But I was doing more like study based, like market noise type research papers. But yeah, no, that's crazy to dive just touching.
No, but like it is kind of like it's just interesting to find out what drives people, and the reason that drives you is because of that insecurity. It sounds like growing up, maybe.
I don't know, because my mom comes from a wealthy family.
Okay,
so I actually have never really consciously worried about money because I've always been like, we have money.
Okay.
So whenever I need to think about what I'm doing, I'm never worried about money in that way.
Got it.
I'm always thinking
it's never an ends meet kind of money worry.
What?
Like you're not worried about paying the keeping the lights on type of money worry. Yeah.
I mean so
foundational safety level Malthusian money is secure. And so that takes away a lot of baseline stress. You know, people in poverty in this country still have iPhones and whatever, but like maybe they have stress because they're paying all their income to rent and other bills.
Right.
And they have to choose which bills to pay.
I've never done that.
Right.
I mean, when I got my first apartment in college, I remember being like, I didn't realize that you had to pay the first month of electricity or something. God, yes. And I didn't realize that. And so I got my electricity shut off and I was like, how do they even know how much I had? This is crazy. And I literally was $20 short. And I called my dad. I was like, Dad, I get paid on Friday. Can I please have $20? And he was like, this is just, I remember him going, I don't have $20. I remember like, you do. You fucking do. And he goes, I guess this is just gonna be a learning lesson for you, buddy. I'm like, oh, what I learned is I fucking don't trust you anymore. And you're like, if I need something, not gonna come to you, asshole. Like that's what I learned. But I mean, maybe that is a good lesson. I don't know. But I've always just, created wealth a little bit. So like I like create. My major was finance, so like I got really good at investing, but like, am I good with money day to day? No, not at all. But like, I like to see market trends, market noise. I like to buy options and do all that. So I don't worry about money in that way.
So you're good enough with a skill set that makes enough passive income that you don't have to have the baseline worry. It's not that
that's it.
So you've set yourself up with the skill set and done the work to make it easy. To make it so you don't have that baseline.
Right. I mean, I guess.
So you should be proud of that, I guess, is what I would contest to you. Not embarrassed or disappointed in any way, because that's 100% earned.
I don't know. Who knows what earned means?
Whatever.
And like, you know, maybe I'm so
earn in a
fucking
broken
privileged
system.
that my grandma gave me a college degree. Like, yeah, I'm sure, but
There's a lot
my worry is more concerned about like market trends than like my own personal like, how do I do this?
Like a macro thing,
right? I'm more interested in the macro than I am the micro.
What right now in the macro is of interest to you?
Oh my god.
We can get as nerdy as you want because this is my shit.
So
don't worry about viewer retention, any of that. Just,
okay,
let's talk.
So I don't know if you've read any studies on Ozempic.
Yes.
Ozempic will transform America in a way that AI cannot even comprehend. It is something that like just like a basic example is if America lost 10% of its weight, then ticket prices on airlines would go down 50%. Gas emissions would go down like I don't know the numbers offhand, but like a lot. So it's like
there's an excise impact when people lose weight on the macro economy.
Right.
Skinny people are better for the economy.
Skinny people are better for everything. Like I know I don't want people to think like if you're fat you're disgusting, but like you're not at your best self, and it sucks because I'm like I've been an addict. I'm an addict.
I've been fat. I've been fat for a lot of my life. Like I've got this bit. I can't really do it anymore because I'm a little bit too on the overweight side. But like I was obese. I was overweight passing for a while because I'm so fucking tall. I was morbidly obese, like by BMI standards, but I was overweight passing because the unstoppable force of my height beat the immovable object of my obesity.
Yeah. I mean, and Dylan was the same way. But the thing is, like, you will benefit X, like 10X if you just lose the weight. So. It's not about loving yourself. It's about like literally making your life easier because life is really fucking hard. And if you could just make it a little bit easier on yourself by doing this one little thing, that's it. But so I've invested in Ozempic, but then I got into like the pharma options and kind of looking at the what is it? The glutamines and the knockoffs on it, and that research is definitely very interesting. But,
interesting. I'll have to read up on that.
Yeah, but
I'd be interested in the excise industry impacts of Ozempic's impact, like. You know how refrigerators get created, but Coke benefits from refrigeration.
Right.
What other, like, how do I short a medical industry, or how do I bet on bone decay as a medical industry?
So that's exactly right. So you would short Doritos.
Right.
You would short all these big...
KFC.
Exactly.
Yes, because people aren't going to eat the shit Taco Bell.
Exactly. So then you have to... But that's why McDonald's made that healthy option that's like doing the other thing. But they also... That's not them being mindful of humanity.
They don't give a fuck about the consumer. Yes.
Shorting...
they're betting against...
That's them hedging their bet, which is like the economy can go this way or this way. Watching companies hedge bets, I'm like, fuck you. You don't care about any of that.
All of the social justice crap, I'll just say it. Yeah. Any company that has any mission in social justice, it is a hedge of market profit motive.
Yeah.
They think in some way that brand recognition or tying themselves to values equals a better profit motive. And in a lot of ways, like for example, Patagonia, they came to my college, the speakers, the founders, Yvonne Chenard came and spoke. I got to talk to him.
He's like
to Co College, yeah. And so he talks to us.
That's a real place, right?
It's the shortest name for a college in the United States. Fun fact. COE College.
Okay.
He spoke about how the mission statement of Patagonia got changed to, our mission is to save the world. And everything they did got channeled through this mission about to save the world.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's a ton of good that I'm sure happened because of this change. But what's the biggest good? Their profit. Their bottom line is the biggest positive impact of this shift in cultural mission behind the corporate value system.
Right.
Like, we as a company are good, and here's why. And all of our decisions are run through this filter of we're good and here's why.
It's interesting because there's also it's okay. I agree exactly what you're saying. And also there's parallel
Yes.
profitability talk about their leadership and their company culture that there's been many books written about, which is all like positive reinforcement instead of negative reinforcement and like growing people in. But it is interesting, but I also, you have to at the end of the day go like, I don't understand everything, and just like be nice to everybody. like I know that you might not have gone to college, I might know that you didn't do all the things, and I know that I'm super privileged, but like at the end of the day, we can't know everything, so just be nice to people.
Man, that's a big thing, that diving into a really specific subject to do. I did an undergraduate thesis on happiness economics.
Yeah.
Which was a super intersectional topic for average economic undergrad. You're usually looking at like, why are apples impacted by X, or something basic that you can study.
Yeah.
So something broad like this. Do all this research, 116 pages in. I'm like, hey, we shouldn't be trying to have a economic evaluation of a subjective thing like human happiness. And the data that I've been pouring over and doing all this research.
How toxic I am? I'm so fucking toxic that I know exactly the happiness study that you did, that you're talking about. And my husband would, at the very beginning of our relationship, he was making like 150, and I was like, you know, they did a lot of studies on happiness, and for a couple with no kids, the happiness level actually starts dropping off at $80,000. So if we're not happy right now, that has to do with our relationship. That has nothing to do with me getting a job.
Weaponize the study.
If you want me to get a job, I don't think that's going to make us any happier. So fucking toxic.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
And I'm not going to pay rent.
There's that study. There's the Bhutan Happiness Index, where they look at all these countries, and Bhutan gives its citizens this long 9-hour exhaustive surveying, every year, and they rank their happiness, and they study what they can do as a country to improve this. But I mean, the impacts of this through time, I don't think they've been positive for Bhutan. I don't think that, us examining it on the levels we have, we it's like politics when we were talking on the way here. It's classic lose the forest through the trees. It's eyes on the ball over here when the important issue is over here. None of the actual public policy impacts of any of these studies result in people coming out of poverty or having better, like being, I really don't see I didn't see the impact pouring over the research. And so then I was like disillusioned by the whole thing of like, oh, well, now I know that the more I know, the less I know.
Oh, for sure. When people talk about a study, I go, well, actually, what you're saying is that these things are more correlated. You're actually not saying that there's any causation. In fact, when you're saying that, I actually know that you're an idiot.
Well, dude, nobody.
Which is a crazy thing to say, but I'm like, I'm sorry, that's what we're saying.
As someone that knows stats, are you flabbergasted reading news, any type of like written article?
It feels like comedy to me, because it is the I don't know, the shiny stuff on what is reality. It is a lie, and they're printing it as confidence. That's why confidence to me is the funniest thing in the entire world, because I go, you can't be that confident. Like to me, confidence is so funny.
Yes.
Because nobody can be confident. How the fuck do you know? You don't even know the things that you know. Free will doesn't exist. What are we doing?
Yeah, and confidence is delusion, like thinly veiled delusion. Yeah. Like people that are really confident, if you peel back the onion, you feel it's just delusion.
Yeah, it's like, my dad fucking hated me. You're like, okay, all right.
Like, well, okay, and you can use that delusion for plenty of good in the world, but typically not always.
Yeah, it is funny though, but because we know that we all have these, like, the more studies you read, you go like, oh, actually, I fall trapped to that. I fall trapped to that study. I fall trapped to that study. That's me. And so you actually go like, at some point you go like, all right, so all of us are fucked. Even people that are educated, which mostly nobody is, they don't know about it. And I go like, do I play the system? Do I fucking game it?
Right.
And then I go, then maybe I can like
help people that don't know how to game the system.
Right. And then I'm like, well, I'm now a politician and I'm fucking out of it.
and so
I don't fucking know.
Yes, there's no ethical ends. Where we were on his episode that we did recently, he's like, he almost got a job with a pharmaceutical company, because he's trying to make these steps up as a young person, like to, have a place to blah, 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 blah. And that's part of growing up. And that's part, but he's gotten to the conclusion where he's like, I'm a bop it. Like, you abuse me. I just want a job. Put me on the line, whatever the fuck it is. And it's like, no, dude, like humans, Americans shouldn't just be reduced to this solution of like, dude, whatever it takes so I can pay my bills and barely get by.
Yes.
Like, just use and abuse me and throw me out so I can get by.
I just like don't understand how everybody feels the way that you're talking about. Everybody fucking feels that way. How are we distracted by Tampon Tim? How are we distracted by that shit? How are we letting them fuck our brains up so bad that we go like, actually, fuck you. You're not my master. I voted for you. Fucking do me a favor. Like, how are we doing that?
I thought this was like the only people that are crazy are the people that are like, I thought this was a representative system. You're there for me. And it's like, no. Like, you're crazy.
Again, like, oligarchy.
Yeah, super. Yeah. So
and then we look at Russia and we're like, oligarchy, fuck them. We're like, we are an oligarchy people.
Maybe it's the prefrontal lobe setting in at 26 or whatever, but like, man, I have started to look so differently at our history, the history that I've learned, because I love learning and love soaking it up and being a sponge. But man, have I not been propagandized every step of the way? Yeah. I'm realizing.
Well, I was really lucky because I didn't grow up in America when they gave you that history fucking like, and also we're fucking sick and we've always helped everybody. Like, I learned about World War II through the lens of England.
Ooh.
And they were like, and then America finally fucking came to this, like finally did it. Like, they still give us shit. Like, if you go over there, they'll still give you shit about World War II. But I didn't get any of that. So like, as an adult, I had to go back through like all the founding fathers, all the things. And so like, then I got to like the Ottoman Empire and I was like, why the fuck didn't I learn about how cool this perspective was? And like, why does anyone think America's... I love America, guys. I love America. It's so fucking... I literally would never... I wouldn't live anywhere else. I swear to God. But there's so many cool places. Like, Persia isn't the devil that everybody says it is. It's like actually the first free reign. If you want to be this religion, you can be. And that was 6,000 years ago. Like
we've forgotten about it. Like,
right.
If you pull, I mean, you can't even pull an average. Have you ever seen these videos where they ask the most basic questions on the street? Some of these ones, I haven't seen them in a while, but they send me
over
off.
and ask him some of them.
Sam he's smart. This is the thing. Like, an average American on the street.
All right, ask me them.
Okay. Who was the first president?
George Washington.
Yeah. Some people don't know that. Okay. When was the nation founded?
1776.
Bingo. Okay. How many amendments were in the Bill of Rights? 12?
13?
10.
I was going to say like 12 too.
I think it's 10. Look it up. Double check. Maybe it is 12. Maybe I'm wrong.
I was going to say 12. But again, 12. I didn't learn that as a kid, so I but I couldn't name them. If you asked me to be like, what was the first one? I go, free speech, and then 2 is like guns, and 3 I'm going religion.
Yes.
4 is like, please don't come into my house. Maybe 5 is like, four. Not you, ma'am. I don't know. I don't know any of the amendments.
What gets even sadder is that if you asked Americans questions about not America, about the world, or world history, they are even less worth a shit. They don't know anything on average, right? Yeah. Average on the street polling data. They don't know. And maybe that's why we have an oligarchy. Maybe it's better that we have an oligarchy for that reason, because we're so dumb that we can't drive the bus. We don't even know what the bus is, dude.
There's no bus. It's just which you have to make a choice, and I've said it in the car. You have to make a choice. You are voting for one oligarch or one oligarchy group. You're either voting for an industrialized military system or a crazy Christian fucking whatever. That's it. And that's fine. You have to make that choice. But, you're making that choice, and that's the choice you're making. It's not about anything else. And if you think it's about anything else, you're deluding yourself.
And they again, wedge issues like abortion, tampons in the bathroom.
They'll get you spun up.
Girls and guys sports is one that spins up the right, it seems like.
And they're going to make decisions that make sure that it's stable enough to them to keep on doing market shit and making sure that they keep on making money. But other than that, We're just voting for one thing or the other, and for me personally, I'm gay, so I vote for the other one.
There it is.
I don't want a Christian fucking world. In fact, I've actually identified as pagan now.
Ooh.
Not that I believe it, but it's fun to be like, I hope the gods bless this day is a fun sentence to say.
So what pagan beliefs have you embraced?
None. Just the word.
Just the word. It's a fun word.
Just be like, oh, fucking the gods helped us today. It's just fun to say. I don't know.
All right, you got to get some like pagan things going on. I'm sure there's some traditions you can get rolling and rocking.
Yeah, I guess I can wear I was going to get the hammer, but then I realized it was a racist thing, and I was like, well, I can't do that.
Everything. They make everything
God,
a tool
racists
for racism.
Sucks. They ruin everything.
You got to take everything and make it some evil tool. It's dumb.
That's so true.
I'm interested your take on this. A big part of my research that I do still think is applicable is these smartphones, and specifically mass adoption of social media from a young age. Because I am 27. It was prominent through high school, through late middle school, through high school, social media, Facebook.
For me, not that.
Okay. So I think I've seen it in my peers, and I see it even more impactful 2-4 years down from me, of like, oh my goodness, these kids, these now adults they aren't people. They can't interact as humans. The humans that we had, Americans that we had, my grandpa who just passed recently, 97, that guy isn't the same as this girl that's 27
okay, now
that's been on
it.
right?
I know what you're talking about.
So where do you think we go? Talk about market trends. You want a little refresher? Can you help me out with that? Like, where do you think we go with that? I feel like that's the hidden danger in plain sight.
Thanks so much. Oh, fuck yeah. Hey, fuck yeah. Thank you so much. Fuck yeah.
Actually, no, I don't need to. I'm good.
Hey, I do. And I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Hook him up. But I see this ending very poorly, especially given the already established oligarchy, because now it's way easier to already abuse a more and more stupid population every year.
I don't think anybody's less stupid. I really don't. I think that people are actually more intelligent. If anything, I think that they're more lonely, which is actually, I think, more detrimental. I actually think that these kids are smarter than anybody
gives them credit.
Right. No, they're actually consuming information at a rate that is just
God level.
Right. That is anxiety. Like they're giving their anxiety and they're like, how do I relate? Like it's not stupid. That's
a good point.
They're doing, I think they collaborate more, and I think they're going to figure it out. I think there's going to be an app that goes like, hey, you do feel lonely? And they're going to go, yeah. And they're going to go like, hey, click on this. And they go, okay. And they're going to figure out how to interact. And maybe it says an avatar, but they're going to have a community, and they do have communities. Like, you look at the horse people, that fucking, like, girls fucking, being horses and fucking jumping over shit, and, like, good for them, That is weird as shit, and they found a community.
And they wouldn't have without the internet.
Exactly.
That's a good point.
Right.
So there's a lot of positive that wouldn't have come before, that now gets to happen because of mass adoption.
No spit in this one, too. Yeah. No, they're going to be fine.
I like that. It's an optimistic look.
No, I think that, I mean, if anything, I just like, I think they want love or anything, which is what we all want. And I don't know. I think that we create a prison of our own mind already.
Yeah.
And we go, I can't do this because I identify as this. I'm not really sociable. I have curved shoulders, so I couldn't possibly talk to a stranger. Like, so we all make up these things in our head.
Yeah. I think social media makes that ramped up. I think that ramps that up.
For sure.
Okay. Because of that, over time, will we lose out on some great art, on some great positive impact of entrepreneurship because people take action on themselves? They don't feel like they can be that person that they truly are because of these boxed down parts of doubt that creep in because of social media.
I don't know that answer, but I will say that that the illusion of knowing, the illusion of choice is already affected our parents. You know, like we are already living in a system where people think they know what they know because they chose it. And that Christian mentality of free will is so obtuse that people go around going like, of course, thank God we got free will. And then they're listening to the news and it's like specific towards them. And as we said before, like they go, that guy's mad at fucking nothing. It's like there was I don't know if you know about the Powell doctrines.
Tell me about the Powell doctrines. I might be.
Wait, you know about the Powell doctrines?
I don't think I do.
Okay, Powell doctrines basically was
Colin Powell?
No,
Okay.
this is I can't remember the year, but he was a Supreme Court justice that should not have been recommended, but he did. And then Gerald Ford, fuck you, Gerald Ford, he's dead. Don't worry about him. Basically elicited a plan that was pro-business. The reason that corporations are people and that they are able to do campaign finance reform,
Because of Ford.
I'm so campaign finance reform, like I can't believe I didn't already bring it up.
Well, for that issue for me is for-profit prisons and the fact that we still have slavery in this country, but we just don't talk about it.
We don't talk about it. I mean, it is insane to me that we think we have choice and we all go like, why do we have Kamala and Trump? Because we have a fucking oligarchy, assholes. That's fucking why. Like, if we had campaign finance reform, the only person talking about it was Bernie Sanders, the only person that was gonna get voted in, but then fucking Hillary Clinton and her fucking oligarchy took away from us with their fucking corruption. What are we doing?
We're just lucky he didn't
And they're
get
like,
killed.
"Oh,
Let's
you're
be
a
honest.
Bernie bro. You're a Bernie bro. I'm literally pro-democracy. And they go, you want fucking anarchy. You're a communist. I'm like, I'm the most democratic person I can fucking know. I want you to have an opinion, you to have an opinion.
Yeah.
And I just wish that we all had the same vote.
People need to understand what a classical liberal is. I think there needs to be a revamp. That's a great rebrand that people should bring.
Oh, wait. Are we like the new Joe Rogans of liberals?
Like the classical liberals. Like
we met in a garage.
Like-
We just want everybody to fucking...
free will and love. I'm a classical liberal. You want to say the F word, the R word? I'm a classical
Yeah, I
liberal.
want you to
like
say the
whatever.
F word.
Yeah, I have a pass. I've said it on previous episodes. Fucking look
Could you
back
do
through
it
the
to me
catalog.
or what?
I do it to you? Yeah,
Yeah.
I can do it to you. Come on now.
I know. I actually am too scared of your fiance. It's so crazy to get worked up and you go like, oh, well, it actually doesn't matter. I don't have any money and my vote doesn't matter. But you
Yes,
know,
right?
we can at
Oh,
least
God.
talk about it. I don't
Blow
know.
off steam into the void is
Yeah.
all we get now.
Oh, I just want
For
to,
now.
hey, if you guys don't get anything from this episode, and if you're still watching, campaign, finance, reform, please. This is one of the tongue twister that you fucking can't say, you know? Campaign, finance, reform. We need to
wanna know something?
brainstorm that phrase.
By the time this episode comes out, I hope Trump's already done it, but I'm surprised Trump hasn't said it yet because he's getting blown up by Kamala, right? Just eaten alive. And the reason he won in 2016 or whatever was his name calling ability. And I'm surprised that someone on his team hasn't come to him and say, here's what you should say, Mr. President. Comma, chameleon, Kamala, I call her. Always changing colors, that Kamala.
That is fucking good.
It's a great line, and I'm surprised he hasn't.
Come
Yeah, and play the song. And then you've got a pneumatic device.
She always
Yes.
changes.
Yes.
She always
And you
changes.
played the song, it's a pneumatic device, it would win the election for him.
Honestly, I think you should cut this.
No, I've said it in previous, it's already published.
Okay.
But comma, chameleon.
I guess we're...
Chameleon Kamala, I call her. Always changing colors, that Kamala. 1 minute she's Indian, now she's black. I call her Chameleon Kamala. Yeah, that he should do it. I mean, if he was like from a political, just purely a political argument level of like
Oh,
a
man.
thought experiment. This would be a good political tool, no?
No, it would be.
Just purely
No,
as a thought experiment.
So I've been
laughs.
paid for like PACs before. Like they paid me to like write shit for them.
Oh,
so
dude.
like
Hit me up. I would be a great tool for you.
I like it, but it was like schools, like school teacher stuff, and I was like, oh, it's like I'm not the guy for this, but I was like, but I will take your $2,000 for sure. I know where this is coming from, and I hate you. Like I don't mind. Yeah.
And then someone else said it recently,
the
but
amount of money that we spend on the fucking election
Dude.
when we could just spend
what a
that
waste.
on fucking helping people.
How about this? How about how much millions we accidentally sent after already leaving Afghanistan back to Afghanistan after already leaving millions of dollars of our own military technology there, and we just accounting errored it away when that could have fed change Americans' lives forever.
Yeah.
You could have positively impacted and that's what I don't get is like, don't the really rich people that control everything realize that if they made Americans if you make all of American Dubai on steroids, everybody here is rich. There's no
No, they don't want that.
They could do.
They don't want that.
They'd make even more money though.
They don't want that.
They could enslave the rest of the world while doing it.
You don't understand. $1 billion is unlimited money. They don't want unlimited money. They have unlimited money. They want unlimited power. $1 billion. You give. What are you gonna buy? What do you like? The most expensive thing you can think of. You can't like a yacht, right?
Right. Okay.
250 million, 300, $100 million. $1 billion is unlimited money.
What? Okay. Well, then how about this? They could have an unlimited workforce of the rest of the world's labor outputs instead of using make every American really rich and use the rest of the world to make the stuff. Get over this ethical BS where we pretend like we're not enslaving the rest of the world, where we have one foot in the water and we pretend like these devices we all carry around aren't made by Congolese children. I'm serious. It's bullshit that we get to stand on the ethical, moral high ground. We're Americans, we do good.
I agree.
And then not want to fully jump in the pool so that actual Americans could have better lives.
Is this a comedy podcast?
Yeah. yeah, it is.
It's a fucking joke.
All right.
Just because the world's dark.
I like it. I like it a lot. I'm having fun. I just, hey, this was not anything I did for the last 3 hours, by the way.
Well, I hope this has been a change of pace.
Yeah,
then.
no gay sex talk at all, even though I baited him to it. It's fine.
And we did a little bit off the top.
Yeah, not a lot.
We did a little top off the top.
2 swings.
Yeah, we did the 2 swings look up.
Okay,
Fair
yeah.
enough.
Well, this is fun. This has been helpful.
Well,
I feel like we've done at least an hour and a half.
You've heard of England. I mean, we're going to height you and get you out of here. You've heard of England, this little country you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, I lived
That we
there.
had to save in World War II. And that's the story, and we're sticking to it. They have this thing called knighting, where they do in England.
Yeah,
You call people sir.
Yeah.
Well, my whole life, because I've had this physical frame, people have been like, hey, can I get a couple inches? And shit like this, right?
Yeah.
How's the weather up there?
Well, actually, I know that it's hard being you because you see the tops of refrigerators and they are dusty.
They're very dirty. And I
It's
don't
funny.
look at myself in the mirror.
Yeah.
So after a long form conversation, I've been giving guests heart heights. I've been hiding guests. Instead of knighting, I'm hiding. Because these physical meat sacks that we're in, they're just vessels that we drive around. And people are so much more than the physical vessels they drive around. And
Okay.
I've lived being judged by my physical vessel every single day of my life. And there are tall people that are assholes. There's short people that are assholes. There are tall people that are really kind. There's short people that are... The vessel,
And
the vehicle...
now do colors.
The vehicle is just a vehicle, right? So after a long form conversation, I'm pleased to be giving you a heart height tonight, Colton.
What does that mean?
Oh, how tall do you stand physically?
Oh, 6 foot.
Okay.
Even.
Colton Dowling. I heart height thee. Nice. 6'10". That's a 6'10" heart height, booty height. That's a lot to lug around, man. So I will tell you, be careful with your big heart in this world. I'm happy and overjoyed that you shared a little bit with me today. Thank you for I will be a better person because you gave me a little bit of your time. So thank you.
I appreciate that. No, I think that you're maybe the sweetest person I met in a fucking while. And I don't know. You're going to go. You're what, 26?
27 recently.
Don't worry about the future. You are fucking do exactly what you're doing. You're good.
Thanks, bro.
Do that.
That means a lot.
Yeah. No, this is good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Where can the people find you? I'd like to do a little promotion here at the end.
No, it's if I'm fine.
It's just so beautiful.
No, I'm at Colton Dowling at all the things. I got Some of This Bad podcast where we just talk about like wild shit like this, but not politics because my co-pilot doesn't know any of the questions you asked, like George Washington and things. So some of
He's a
that,
man on the street.
he is more of a street man than a man on the street. Yeah. But
Some of
he's
This is
good.
Bad. It's a great show. Seriously, go check them out. Follow them. Subscribe on YouTube. Help them grow.
Appreciate it.
They're great dudes.
And also, you guys, don't worry about you. You're already killing it.
I love that. Thanks for listening. Fuck off and be well.